If four things are followed, having a great aim, acquiring knowledge, hard work, and perseverance, then anything can be achieved. Teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. If the people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. Look at the sky. We are not alone. The whole universe is friendly to us and conspires only to give the best to those who dream and work. You have to dream before your dreams can come true. Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. We should not give up and we should not allow the problem to defeat us. Man needs his difficulties because they are necessary to enjoy success. Never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place, that is, the unique you. Have a name in life, continuously acquire knowledge, work hard, and have perseverance to realize the great life. Science is a beautiful gift to humanity, we should not distort it. Unless India stands up to the world, no one will respect us. In this world, fear has no place. Only strength respects strength. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. The purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers. God, our Creator, has stored within our minds and personalities great potential strength and ability. Prayer helps us tap and develop these powers. Let me define a leader. He must have vision and passion and not be afraid of any problem. Instead, he should know how to defeat it. Most importantly, he must work with integrity. Life is a difficult game. You can win it only by retaining your birthright to be a person. My message, especially to young people, is to have courage to think differently, courage to invent, to travel the unexplored path, courage to discover the impossible and to conquer the problems and succeed. These are great qualities that they must work towards. This is my message to the young people. If a country is to be corruption-free and become a nation of beautiful minds, I strongly feel there are three key societal members who can make a difference. They are the father, the mother and the teacher. Climbing to the top demands strength, whether it is to the top of Mount Everest or to the top of your career. Great dreams of great dreamers are always transcended. Writing is my love. If you love something, you find a lot of time. I write for 2 hours a day, usually starting at midnight. At times, I start at 11. To become unique, the challenge is to fight the hardest battle which anyone can imagine until you reach your destination. The youth need to be enabled to become job generators from job seekers. Creativity is the key to success in the future, and primary education is where teachers can bring creativity in children at that level. One of the very important characteristics of a student is to question. Let the students ask questions. Ultimately, education in its real sense is the pursuit of truth. It is an endless journey through knowledge and enlightenment. Be more dedicated to making solid achievements than in running after swift but synthetic happiness. When we tackle obstacles, we find hidden reserves of courage and resilience we did not know we had. And it is only when we are faced with failure do we realize that these resources were always there within us. We only need to find them and move on with our lives. Almost half of the population of the world lives in rural regions and mostly in a state of poverty. Such inequalities in human development have been one of the primary reasons for unrest and, in some parts of the world, even violence. Educationists should build the capacities of the spirit of inquiry, creativity, entrepreneurial and moral leadership among students and become their role model. Real education enhances the dignity of a human being and increases his or her self-respect. If only the real sense of education could be realized by each individual and carried forward in every field of human activity, the world will be so much a better place to live in. No religion has mandated killing others as a requirement for its sustenance or promotion. I firmly believe that unless one has tasted the bitter pill of failure, one cannot aspire enough for success. Those who cannot work with their hearts achieve but a hollow, half-hearted success that breeds bitterness all around. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is harmony in the house. When there is harmony in the house, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Those who cannot work with their hearts achieve but a hollow, half-hearted success that breeds bitterness all around. We will be remembered only if we give to our younger generation a prosperous and safe India, resulting out of economic prosperity coupled with civilizational heritage. Where do the evils like corruption arise from? It comes from the never-ending greed. The fight for corruption-free ethical society will have to be fought against this greed and replace it with what can I give spirit. It's when children are 15, 16 or 17 that they decide whether they want to be a doctor, an engineer, a politician or go to the Mars or Moon. That is the time they start having a dream. And that's the time you can work on them. You can help them shape their dreams. There are a number of women who have brought about immense change in society. Why are we, as a nation, so obsessed with foreign things? Is it a legacy of our colonial years? We want foreign television sets. We want foreign shirts. We want foreign technology. Why this obsession with everything imported? When you look at the light bulb above you, you remember Thomas Alva Edison. When the telephone bell rings, you remember Alexander Graham Bell. Marie Curie was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize. When you see the blue sky, you think of Sir C.V. Raman. In a democracy, the well-being, individuality and happiness of every citizen is important for the overall prosperity, peace and happiness of the nation. Tell me, why is the media here so negative? Why are we in India so embarrassed to recognize our own strengths, our achievements? We are such a great nation. We have so many amazing success stories, but we refuse to acknowledge them. Why? One of the more difficult tasks for me as president was to decide on the issue of confirming capital punishment awarded by courts. To my surprise, almost all cases which were pending had a social and economic bias. While children are struggling to be unique, the world around them is trying all means to make them look like everybody else. Regarding marriage, somehow, it didn't happen. One fellow in such a big family not getting married is not an issue. For success of any mission, it is necessary to have creative leadership. Creative leadership is vital for government, non-governmental organizations as well as for industries. Over the years, I had nurtured the hope to be able to fly, to handle a machine as it rose higher and higher in the stratosphere was my dearest dream. We should remember that there are nations which meet more than 30 to 60% of their power requirements through the nuclear power system. India can live without nuclear weapons. That's our dream, and it should be the dream of the US also.